All right, guys, welcome back. First, we got Scott Jennings and Josh Rogan saying that Zelenskyy should apologize on CNN.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I actually agree with Scott.
And then we have a clip of Pete Seat on CNN giving his thoughts on the Oval Office clash.
Senator knows a lot about this.
No, Zelenskyy was mad because he wanted to clear.
And then we have a clip of Putin talking about mineral deals for the U.S. in Russia.
У нас, безусловно, больше ресурсов подобного рода, чем в Украине.
And then without further ado, we have a grown man crying about Zelenskyy being asked if he owns a suit.
And this motherfucker talks about him wearing a suit?
Let's get right into it.
I don't know if he needs an apology. He needs Zelenskyy to recognize the position that he's in.
Which to you is what?
We're their patron. We're their best hope for the killing to stop and for them to emerge from this sovereign and prosperous. And we're also their best hope as a business partner. I mean, all Zelenskyy had to do today was put on a tie, show up, smile, say thank you, sign the papers, and have lunch. That's
Facts.
it. And he couldn't do that. And this followed 10 days of being difficult in private and now 1 day of being stupid in public.
This
did not have to go down this way.
Okay.
And however you feel about why it started, why it's going on, who's right and who's wrong, we can help them in this and come out okay on the other side, and he's making it hard.
Now, first of all,
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I actually agree with Scott. And everything that he said was basically right.
Wow.
I know, I'm going to get killed on social media for admitting that, but so be it. And the fact is that it doesn't matter whether Vice President Vance planned it or just took the opportunity to bait Zelenskyy. Zelenskyy took the bait. Okay,
yeah.
And he shouldn't have. He made a mistake.
So where's the lie? Zelenskyy had to be checked at some point. He was going through that interview for about 35 minutes before before JD actually started to check him, and then Trump started to check him, and then it went all downhill from there. And it's entirely Zelenskyy's fault. This only makes the whole thing worse for him, because then if America doesn't put up any money, then you got to ask for more money from the EU, and that'll only make things worse for the EU in the long run, if you ask me. And this war is probably not going to last that much longer if he's only getting funding from the EU. That's just my thoughts. Probably before the end of the year, this war will probably be over. If I had to guess, there was a clip I saw yesterday of Putin talking about making a deal with the U.S. for minerals and letting companies, come over and make deals and the government make deals. To me, it seems like it's a giant FU to Zelenskyy and Ukraine, and that's all bad for Zelenskyy. I wouldn't be surprised if the next time we saw him, he would be wearing a suit in the Oval Office. If he was actually smart, he'd be wearing a suit in the Oval Office by next week. Good luck.
needs to issue an apology tonight?
Absolutely. He should have done it already. He should have done it in the Oval Office. If you look at the totality of that meeting, 40 minutes of that meeting, dare I say it was a perfect meeting. And I'm being ironic in that a little bit. But it was positive, it was cordial, and it's on camera. It wasn't until Zelenskyy got upset with J.D. Vance when the vice president said, and he was absolutely correct, that the previous administration was more interested in vapid wordsmithing than they were in bringing an end to this conflict. They cared more about applause lines at Davos than they did in ending the war in Ukraine. And he was correct about that. Zelenskyy was upset, and quite frankly, he was testy throughout the entire meeting.
Zelenskyy was upset because he was trying to make the point, and Alexander knows a lot about this.
No, Zelenskyy was mad because he wanted to hear a president say that Russia is bad, Russia is bad. How do you negotiate?
It is nonsense. It's completely historical. This is the second administration of a president that oversaw 4 years of war between Russia and Ukraine, didn't do anything about it. Now he thinks he has this idea to bring peace. And what does he do? He bends the knee. He appeases. His goal is to appease Putin. What he should be doing is figuring out the fact that you're right. The Biden administration didn't do enough. But Russia's on the ropes. And the way you get peace is you get Putin to negotiate. You get Putin.
So you get peace through a resolution at the United Nations that means absolutely nothing.
Six administrations.
We demand that you withdraw.
Six administrations have tried to conduct
they try with words.
Policy of appeasement.
And Russia has been at war since the Russian Federation came into existence.
Actually, it's been in war since 4 years of Trump also, don't forget. He didn't manage
Since
to
1991, they have been almost at war the entire time. Crimea, Chechnya, go on down the list.
main
That is
point
not-
is-
what is your
words.
That is not true.
But my point is
Hang on a
America
second.
is...
Why are we
Guys, hold on a second.
PC is entirely correct. I'm not surprised that people, the lefties on CNN, are completely on the opposite side on this issue. But let's move on.
Мы, кстати говоря, готовы были бы предложить и американским нашим партнерам, когда я партнеры говорю, имею в виду только административные, правительственные структуры, ну и компании, если бы они проявили интерес к совместной работе. У нас, безусловно, на порядок, я хочу это подчеркнуть, на порядок больше ресурсов подобного рода, чем в Украине. Россия является одним из безусловных лидеров по запасам этих редких и редкоземельных металлов. Они у нас имеются и на севере, в Мурманске, на Кавказе, в Кабардино-Балкарии, на Дальнем Востоке, в Иркутской области, в Якутии, в Тыве. Это достаточно капиталоемкие инвестиции, проекты капиталоемкие. Мы с удовольствием работали бы совместно с любыми иностранными партнерами, в том числе с американскими. Да, кстати говоря, что касается новых территорий, то же самое. Мы готовы привлечь иностранных партнеров и так называемые новые наши исторические территории, которые вернули в состав Российской Федерации. Там тоже есть запасы определенные. Мы готовы с нашими партнерами, в том числе с американскими, работать туда.
Zelensky needs to put on a suit and go back to the Oval Office now. Man crying.
Why don't you wear a suit? Why don't you wear a suit? You're the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if you do you own a suit?
This man is fighting for his country. A sovereign nation got invaded. His people were dying. And this motherfucker talks about him wearing a suit. I hate this fucking country. I've never in my life felt like I do right now. I don't give a fuck what he wears. This man has been respectful to every leader in the world. Everybody. And you clowns want to fucking do that shit to him when he comes over here. And then talk to him like shit and kick him out of the White House. You fucking disgraceful son of a bitches. Man, I just want to be next to Zelenskyy right now. I wish I could talk to him. Forgive us. God damn, man, I can't. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't believe what I just witnessed in our White House.
Low T is a pandemic, dog. This is so odd to film yourself crying over Zelenskyy being asked a question about suits. I mean, if these people actually cared about Ukraine, it would make sense that they would advocate for a peace deal. They're literally snatching people off the street to go to the war. If you love Ukraine so much, I mean, they have a foreign legion. Instead of making videos online, 18 to 60, you can go. The ultimate sacrifice. Just go do it. And I'm not pro-Russia or anything like that. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you later.